God has given us two wonderful abilities. The first is the ability to remember, and the second is the ability to forget. You have this memory, and you can utilize it to change the state of your mind. God gives you the ability and the freedom to use the ability. Like the powerhouse gives you electricity, and after that you are free to use it as you wish. Likewise, God says, I'm giving you the faculty of memory. Now you use it as you wish. Sometimes people's thoughts change because of memory. One husband, he had gone for an outing with his friend in the evening, and the friend, after the movie together, said, let's have dinner as well outside. He said, no, I don't want to reach home late at night. Why not? You know, if I reach home very late, my wife becomes historical. So what do you mean historical? You meant hysterical? No, she becomes historical. She keeps reminding me of all the bad things I did in the last 25 years. But don't we often get into a bad mood because of our memory? As somebody said, to be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Somebody did wrong to you, the matter is over. But you keep on chewing upon it. This person did so bad, so bad, so bad. Now that affects us. So the mental state is being affected by the memory. This memory is of two kinds. One is the short term and one is the long term. So it's like your laptop or PC has got two memories, right? One is the hard drive and one is the RAM. So it goes into the RAM for a little while, that's the working memory. Likewise, you have a short-term memory. If I tell you 7 digits, please remember 3572613. Most of you will be able to respond, yes, 3572613. In your RAM, you were able to remember it. But if I tell you, I ask you after 1 hour, do you still remember? No, Swamiji. So this is the short-term memory. Now, there is the Zeigarnik effect. One lady researcher, she had gone to a restaurant with her friends, and they were extremely impressed by the courtesy of the waiter. Not only were his mannerisms so gentle, but he also had an astonishing memory, and he was able to remember their orders perfectly. This is so astonishing. And then later on, after the meal, when they went off, 1 hour later, she realized she had left her coat there. So she returned and met the waiter and said, I had left the coat on my chair. And she was astonished to see that the waiter did not even remember who she was. And then she coined the term called Zeigarnik effect, which means that we have this short-term memory in which we put things, and then once it's not required, we release it. So there is one short-term memory, and then there is a long-term memory. That is why it is said, if you want to memorize something long-term, then you have to keep on repeating it. Some people have analyzed that when we sleep, why are we dreaming? It's all guesswork. Why are we dreaming? Because no psychologist has understood the real answer. But they believe that the brain is transferring things from one memory to another, and that is going on while you are sleeping. But nevertheless, if we did not have memory, learning would never be possible. So God has given us two wonderful abilities. The first is the ability to remember, and the second is the ability to forget. That is also very important. Because if we did not forget, if you remembered all the nasty things that people did to you, then imagine the state of your brain. So we have the ability to clear that as well, select all and delete. So both of these abilities have been bestowed upon us. He is just letting us know that, look, you have this memory and you can utilize it to change the state of your mind. One psychologist said, in your head are two radio stations, two channels, channel P and channel N. If you ask channel N, tell me why I will fail in my efforts, channel N or negative channel will tell you, remember 3 years ago you tried this and it did not work out. Remember 5 years ago those 4 people were against you. Remember this. It will remind you of all the bad things that happened in your life. But instead you can tune into channel P. Tell me few reasons, my dear memory, why I will succeed. And the memory says, remember at that time God blessed you in this way, and remember you managed to do this, and remember that, and remember that. So this makes the whole difference between a positive person and a negative person. What is the difference? The negative person is tapping into the negative memories. And the positive person also has the negative memories, but is tapping into the positive memories. Now the choice is yours. That choice, God never takes away from you. God gives you the ability and the freedom to use the ability. Like the powerhouse gives you electricity, and after that you are free to use it as you wish. Heat the room, cool the room, or catch the two ends and get electrocuted. Now don't blame the powerhouse. How shocking, I got this electric shock. It's all the energy company's fault. They'll say, look bhaiya, we gave you the power. The utilization was in your hands. Likewise, God says, I'm giving you the faculty of memory. Now you use it as you wish. He has given you the ability for sight. You can go in the temple and see the image of God. Or else you sit in a cinema hall and see Bollywood, Hollywood. But don't blame God now. Why does God show me Bollywood movies all the time? Arey Baba, God only gives you the ability to see. Likewise, why does God make me remember all these nasty things? God is only giving you the ability to remember. You have to learn. You have to train yourself into tapping into channel P, the positive channel, to grow in your optimism, in your joy, and in your hope in life.